What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back out with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Claws. We're about to watch some scary cave monsters ever caught on camera, and there's a bunch of them. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn and your extra pair of pants, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting that wiper icon that says subscribe. Hit the bell icon that's next to it, so when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video, and then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you guys so very much for the love and support that you guys show on my channel. We're trying to get to 100K, so tell your friends, tell your family, or anyone you know, and hopefully one day we'll get to that point. Also, go over to Claws, go give him some love, subscribe, comment, like, and share. You know the deal. And let's get into the spooks. Oh, maybe if I turn on the volume. There we go. That was fast.
They say caves are untouched windows into Earth's past. But what if something terrifying still lurks deep inside them? From monstrous creatures crawling through narrow tunnels to disturbing figures caught moving in total darkness. These encounters reveal
Would you go into these places alone?
Horrors hidden far beneath the surface. Here are the 30 scariest cave monsters ever caught on camera.
Some of them we may have seen, but again,
The hikers stop along the trail after
not everybody has seen them, and people are just learning about these things every day.
strange shouting echoes from somewhere deeper in the rocks ahead. At first, it's difficult to tell where the sounds are coming from, until they notice an old wooden gate sealing off the entrance to a dark cave
That's not wood, that is steel.
nearby.
If I hear that inside there, I'm not going in there.
As they slowly move closer with the camera, the shouting inside suddenly grows quieter until the cave becomes almost completely silent.
Well, H&S loves forever.
For a few seconds, nothing happens at all. Then suddenly something shocking appears deeper within the darkness behind the gate.
Hello?
Go. What the
Unfortunately, the recording offers no clear explanation, leaving behind only eerie footage, unanswered questions, and a moment that becomes increasingly unsettling afterward.
I'm standing on the outside of this place and I'm not going in.
The news crew carefully moves deeper into the dark cave while the anchor keeps talking to the camera, unsure of what they're about to find. Then, hidden within the shadows ahead, they suddenly notice someone standing there completely covered in black goo.
Can I ask you what your name is?
Bill.
As the interview continues, the man's behavior grows more unsettling with each passing second. The atmosphere inside the cave changes fast, and before anyone can properly
Let me get him a napkin.
react, the situation suddenly turns into complete chaos.
Okay. Thank you. I'm going to leave you my business card.
Some encounters become disturbing,
What do you think it's gonna do? Be able to call you from the cave?
not because of what is fully understood, but because uncertainty and unpredictability make every moment feel increasingly
my card.
unstable. The man carefully walks deeper through the underground sewage tunnel.
See, this one this is not like a cave, this is like a waterway. I might go in there, but how deep does it go?
His flashlight barely illuminating the endless darkness ahead. Water echoes through the narrow passageways, and then he suddenly notices something reflecting at him from one of the turns. He slowly points the camera closer toward the tunnel while the strange reflection remains perfectly still in the darkness. For a moment, it almost disappears completely. Then suddenly, something becomes visible again, far clearer than before. Places like this become terrifying because darkness and isolation distort perception, making every unexplained movement or reflection feel far more threatening underground. The group carefully crawls deeper through the cramped tunnel, their flashlights shaking against the tight walls as the passage ahead grows darker. Everything seems normal at first, until a strange sound suddenly echoes from somewhere deeper inside, forcing everyone to stop immediately.
The wheels on the bus go round and round.
The men freeze in silence while the darkness ahead seems to shift unnaturally between the shadows. Then just as they begin backing away, something suddenly emerges from deeper within the tunnel, and the entire exploration instantly turns into chaos.
And their faces were all eaten.
Tight underground spaces naturally amplify fear, where darkness, isolation, and limited escape routes can transform unexplained sounds into overwhelming panic within seconds. The two men slowly move deeper into the cave, their flashlights sweeping across the narrow walls as the darkness ahead thickens with every step. Then one of them suddenly notices something unusual farther inside, causing them both to stop completely.
Yeah, they're the same colours.
A lighter?
He's probably got lots of different entrances, so...
I'd be afraid to use a lighter down there because you don't know if there's like carbon monoxide, or not carbon, but
For a few seconds,
methane
the cave
or-
becomes almost completely silent while the camera stays locked toward the shadows ahead. Then suddenly something begins moving from deeper within the darkness, and the entire situation immediately spirals into panic.
that's like the kid's lizard that they flushed because they thought it was dead, and that's how big it got. Oh gosh, if I saw that, I would know that my life is over.
Sometimes fear builds slowly rather than instantly, where silence, uncertainty, and confined spaces create tension that feels unbearable long before anything actually appears. Deep beneath the Austrian ice cavern, the camera shakily follows the frozen walls while darkness stretches far beyond the flashlight's reach. At first, nothing seems unusual, until movement suddenly appears crawling across the cave wall where nothing should even be able to climb.
Have we
Someone
not
climbed
seen
up the wall. It's an ice man. It's a ghost.
a descent?
Jesus, what is that? Do you see that?
Yeah, it's like
The
crawling
strange
looking.
figure clings unnaturally to the icy surface, moving slowly through the darkness while the recorder struggles to keep the camera steady. The deeper the footage goes, the harder it becomes to tell exactly what is lurking inside the cavern.
Oh my
Very
God.
white.
It's climbing up the wall. I'm not kidding you.
It's got some long legs and arms.
It's a ghost.
Unfortunately, the footage never fully reveals what was moving inside the cavern, leaving only shaky recordings, confusion, and unsettling unanswered questions. The men slowly make their way deeper into the narrow tunnel, flashlights shaking against the walls as the darkness ahead thickens. Everything feels quiet at first, until a strange sound suddenly echoes from somewhere deeper inside, causing the entire group to stop moving.
Did you hear that? I for real just heard something.
Sorry, that was my stomach.
This movie is about to become real. I don't.
One of them cracks a glow stick to get a better look around, the dim light slowly spreading through the tunnel behind him. For a few seconds, nothing seems wrong at all. Then suddenly, something shocking becomes visible in the darkness just behind the group.
I don't think you're throwing out enough light here.
Anything?
What the?
There's something behind him.
Sometimes the most terrifying moments happen when people finally feel safe enough to lower
Do you see all those spider webs? I think not.
their guard, only for everything to change instantly afterward. The person carefully steps deeper into the cave while the flashlight barely cuts through the darkness ahead. Water drips somewhere in the distance, the walls narrowing tighter with every step. Then suddenly something unusual becomes visible further inside the cavern.
Oh, it's a naked, pasty something. I thought I saw a creepy creature booty.
The camera freezes toward the darkness, while a tall silhouette remains completely motionless deeper within the cave. Its shape barely stands out against the shadows, yet the longer the recording goes on, the more unsettling the encounter becomes.
No thanks. Hey, look at that crazy creature booty.
Unlike sudden scares, moments like this become disturbing slowly, where uncertainty and stillness leave far too much room for imagination to take over. The camera slowly moves through the underground sewer system as dirty water echoes through the surrounding tunnels. At first, the walls look normal
This is probably half of people's kitchen sinks.
enough, until something strange attached to the concrete suddenly begins moving on its own.
I think they said this is a group of worms, is what I remember hearing. It was like 2 or 3 years ago about this, but they were looking in the pipe and they said this is something with worms. Just gonna squeak on by. Oh.
Large organic-looking growths cover parts of the tunnel walls, their surfaces slowly pulsating as if something alive were beneath the flesh-like texture. The closer the camera gets, the more the entire sewer starts feeling less like a tunnel, and more like some living underground organism.
Definitely gross. The way that it contracts and it just like pulls all the...
Some environments become disturbing because they blur the line between reality and imagination, turning familiar places into something strangely
It's just the science fair project that my son had and I had to get rid of it, so I flushed it down the toilet.
unnatural and deeply unsettling. The two men squeeze deeper through the tight cave passage while their flashlights shake against the narrow rock walls around them. Everything feels normal at first, until both suddenly stop moving after noticing
If I can't walk in there normal, I ain't going in there.
something strange further ahead in the darkness.
Oh!
There's something over there.
For a few seconds, neither of them says anything while
It says that like another hole that is bringing in light.
the camera stays locked toward the tunnel ahead.
Oh.
Then suddenly, something happens deep inside the cave, sending both men scrambling backward in complete panic.
I'd be afraid to hit my head. No, there's something right there.
Go.
Panic spreads quickly in confined spaces where darkness, uncertainty, and limited escape routes can
When Sammy and Kobe went to the Vatican or the catacombs, and when they went under there and they had to squeak through these, no thank you.
make even small surprises feel overwhelmingly terrifying underground. The camera points down the empty tunnel while the dim light barely reaches the corner ahead. At first, nothing seems unusual, but after a few seconds, something briefly appears near the edge of the passage before quickly disappearing again.
Was that Grimace? Does this sound like a robot camera?
The footage stays focused on the same corner while the strange figure continues peeking out from the darkness,
hello?
little by little. Each time it appears, it seems slightly closer than before, making the entire tunnel feel more unsettling the longer the recording continues.
Oh, the way that it moves, just keep going down.
Whatever was hiding
Don't stop.
inside the tunnel never fully reveals itself, leaving only unsettling footage that grows harder to explain the longer it goes on.
If it's not like a person and it's just on a camera or like a little track gimbal, just send it all the way
The
down.
caver slowly scans the darkness ahead while the flashlight struggles to illuminate the tunnel's deeper reaches. Everything seems empty at first, until a strange reflection suddenly appears inside a dark section of the cave far ahead.
I don't know what
The
that
camera
is.
stays fixed on the same spot while the tiny reflection continues staring back from the darkness, unmoving. The deeper
Yow.
the light reaches into the tunnel, the more unsettling the encounter becomes.
Somebody's gonna tell me it's a bug. Oh, there's a bug right there.
Unlike obvious
There was a
threats,
bug.
moments like this become frightening through uncertainty, where silence and unexplained details slowly build tension without revealing anything clearly. The kid carefully climbs deeper into the sewer tunnel while the sound of dripping water echoes around the narrow passageway. Everything seems quiet at first, until a strange noise suddenly comes from somewhere deeper inside the darkness ahead.
If I can't see the other side, I'm not going in there.
He freezes for a second while the unsettling sounds continue echoing through the tunnel behind him. Then panic suddenly takes over, and he immediately bolts and rushes toward the exit as fast as he can.
Have mercy.
Thankfully,
stand right
instinct
there.
takes over before the situation can escalate, and the kid manages to escape the tunnel safely, only to discover what caused the sounds. The man slowly walks toward the old covered
What
well,
was it?
keeping the camera focused on the darkness beneath the opening. At first, it just looks like another abandoned structure, until something unusual suddenly becomes visible far below, inside.
It's like, did you say chocolate? Like that character from SpongeBob.
The camera stays pointed into the well while a strange humanoid shape remains partially hidden within the darkness underneath. The longer the recording continues, the harder it
Did you say chocolate?
becomes to tell whether the figure is actually standing still or slowly moving closer.
I don't know why its eyes are like glowing like glass neon lights.
Unfortunately, the footage never provides a clear explanation of what was hiding in the well, leaving only unsettling speculation and uncertainty. The group of friends slowly walks deeper into the abandoned sewer system while their flashlights bounce across the damp walls around them. At first, the exploration feels normal enough, until they suddenly notice something strange further down one of the tunnels.
Turn your light right here. Hello? Hello? Oh my gosh, dude. No way.
They brush it off and continue moving deeper into the sewer anyway, trying to laugh the tension away. But the deeper they go, the more unsettling the atmosphere becomes. Until
Where are your
suddenly
parents?
something appears at the tunnel's exit ahead, stopping everyone cold.
Oh shoot. Oh my gosh.
It's moving, dude.
Dude, he's coming towards us.
There's no way.
Yeah, he's coming towards
What
us. I
is
don't know.
it?
Unfortunately, the footage never provides
Was that
a
a
clear
kitty?
explanation of what was hiding in the well, leaving only unsettling speculation and uncertainty. The man slowly lifts the heavy cover from the hole in the ground while the people around him keep their distance. At first, the opening looks completely dark and empty, but then strange sounds suddenly begin echoing from somewhere deep below.
That's where like they in the Star Wars movie where they throw people in there and like those creatures eat people.
He carefully points the camera into the hole, while the unsettling screams continue to rise from the darkness beneath. The deeper the camera focuses into the opening, the more disturbing the entire situation becomes. The man casually records his cave review
It kind of sounded like a cat was big cat.
while walking deeper through the narrow passage, talking normally as his flashlight scans the walls around him. Everything seems routine at first, until faint voices suddenly begin echoing from somewhere deeper inside the cave.
Boards are bending. Do you hear that?
Very strange sound seems to be emitting. Seems to be emanating from area we just passed through. My goodness.
Sounds like,
He pauses several times to listen,
And then you just listen, you're like,
while the strange sounds continue in the background, impossible to make out yet loud enough to notice clearly. The deeper he goes, the more unsettling the atmosphere becomes, as if something else is moving through the cave
who's gonna go through this, man? Hell no.
with him.
Are you out of your dang mind?
well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but
Sounds like the Slytherin are getting ready to round up for round 2.
What makes recordings like this disturbing isn't what gets seen, but the feeling that something unseen might be following just beyond the darkness. The tourists move carefully through the dense Indonesian forest when unusual figures suddenly begin to appear among the surrounding trees. At first, the people recording seem confused by what they're seeing, but the atmosphere quickly becomes far more tense than expected.
Those are tribe people. Usually they are cannibals.
The mysterious group watches silently from the forest, shouting aggressively at the tourists in a language the visitors cannot understand. The longer the encounter continues, the more threatening the situation becomes, forcing the people recording to slowly back away from the area.
These are the ones that put blow darts in your face or your neck, and then you find out you're getting eaten and you're on a stick over a fire.
Language barriers and isolation can quickly transform unfamiliar encounters into deeply tense situations, especially when intentions remain unclear and emotions begin escalating. The shaky camera barely captures the narrow tunnel ahead while the man slowly moves deeper into the darkness with only a weak light guiding him. At first, the tunnel seems empty, until faint voices suddenly begin echoing somewhere further inside.
Would you like fries with that?
He keeps following the sounds while the atmosphere inside the tunnel grows more unsettling with every step. Then, just as the camera turns toward the darkness ahead, something suddenly appears and the entire exploration instantly erupts into panic.
Again,
the man slowly enters the dark tunnel while his
have we not watched The Descent?
Flashlight struggles to illuminate the narrow passage ahead. He sets his camera up near the entrance when, out of nowhere, something extremely horrifying
Watch, it's like a moth or something.
happens.
Oh, is it a bird? No, that's not a bird.
Despite this, he continues.
Birdman?
Finally reaches the other side and steps back into the open, trying to figure out where the sounds and sightings came from. Then, as the camera slowly turns back toward the tunnel entrance, something unexpected suddenly becomes visible above him. Some moments become terrifying because relief arrives too early, where escaping the darkness only creates the illusion that the danger has already ended. The man casually talks to the camera while standing deep inside the cave, completely unaware of what's happening behind him. At first, everything seems
behind you.
Normal, until something strange briefly appears from the darkness further back in the tunnel. For only a few moments, the figure becomes visible behind him, before slipping back into the shadows again. The encounter feels disturbingly similar to other cave sightings reported online,
How do you not see that on your
leaving people
camera?
wondering if this could be the same mysterious creature miners captured in another video.
I could never be a miner. No way.
Unfortunately, recordings like this rarely provide enough answers, which only fuels more speculation about whether these strange sightings could somehow be connected. The hiker carefully approaches a small opening in the cave wall while keeping the camera focused on the darkness inside. At first, it just looks like another narrow gap in the rock, until something strange suddenly begins moving within the opening.
Burada bir şey sıkışmış bak. Taşın içinde bir şey var.
A pale, unnatural-looking shape slowly shifts from inside
Bet you're not gonna stick your face in another hole again.
the cave while the camera struggles to stay steady. The brief movement is just enough to reveal something disturbingly humanoid before it disappears back into the
That
darkness.
don't look humanoid. That look like aliens.
Brief glimpses like this often become more unsettling than clear sightings, where uncertainty leaves too much room for imagination to fill the gaps. The man slowly enters the abandoned mining cave, old chains hanging silently from the ceiling above him, At first, the place seems completely still aside from dripping water echoing through the tunnel, until something deeper inside suddenly changes the atmosphere entirely.
Again, how are they swaying? Look at all the rust buildup on those chains.
As he moves further into the cave, the hanging chains begin shifting on their own without anything visibly touching them. The metallic rattling echoes through the darkness around him, making the abandoned tunnel feel far less empty than it should be.
How much money would it take for you guys to go in there?
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there.
The man slowly pans the camera across the cave walls as he explores deeper underground, the flashlight barely illuminating the narrow openings around him. Everything feels quiet at
Did my dude have a cane in a cave? That's a
first, until sudden movement appears inside one of the dark gaps nearby.
I've been digging for 40 years.
Curious, he moves closer and begins exploring the tight opening, keeping the camera aimed into the darkness ahead.
Get your
The deeper
hands
he
away?
looks inside,
He's like, oh, look, guys. And just like sucks his hand in.
the more unsettling the atmosphere becomes, until suddenly something reveals itself within the cave.
What is that? Is that Squidward? Look at it. Look, tentacles.
Curiosity
rock.
can quickly turn into regret underground, where confined spaces and limited visibility make every unexpected discovery feel far more terrifying than normal.
went in the
The
hole.
camera records the quiet platform at Crew Station as distant train sounds echo along the nearby empty tracks. Everything seems completely normal at first, until strange growling noises suddenly begin coming from somewhere beyond the darkness ahead.
Sorry, that was me. Who just popped their
The
tires?
unsettling sounds continue echoing through the station while the person recording tries to figure out where they're coming from. Each growl seems louder and closer than before, making the empty platform feel far more unsettling the longer the footage continues. Empty places often become far more unsettling at night, where unexplained sounds alone can completely transform familiar surroundings into something tense and deeply uncomfortable. Whatever the explorers found deep inside this cave
Like a
already
spider.
looks impossible from the very beginning of the footage. Hiding against the rock wall in the darkness, the massive shape immediately stands out with proportions that don't seem natural at all. The enormous spider-like creature clings to the cave wall while the explorers keep their distance below. Its long limbs rest unnaturally across the rocks, and the deeper the camera focuses into the surrounding darkness, the more unsettling the encounter becomes. Unfortunately, footage like this spreads quickly precisely because it feels impossible to explain, leaving behind unsettling images that continue fueling speculation afterward. The man carefully climbs into the sewer tunnel, calling out for his missing cat, as his flashlight shakes against the damp walls around him. At first, the underground passage seems empty, until he suddenly notices something unusual further ahead in the darkness.
Was it Lord Farquaad? Some of you may die. Nope, that's not Lord Farquaad.
He points the camera deeper into the tunnel while the strange figure remains motionless in the darkness ahead. The moment he fully notices it, panic immediately
much
takes
dead, like-
over, and he turns around, sprinting back out of the sewer as fast as possible. Sometimes instinct reacts faster than understanding, where one unexplained sight becomes enough to trigger pure panic and force an immediate escape underground. The group gathers around an open utility hole while shining their lights down into the darkness below. At first, the hole seems empty, aside from faint echoes coming from underground, until someone suddenly notices something strange moving beneath them.
I know it's coming. Peekaboo. Peekaboo.
The camera stays fixed on the opening, while the unsettling figure briefly becomes visible beneath the surface, then slips back into the darkness.
That's how
the
you get
deeper
punched.
they look into the maintenance hole, the more disturbing the situation becomes.
When you put a flashbang in there and just light that ghosty up, or creature, whatever it is.
The man slowly explores deeper into the cave while his flashlight sweeps across the damp rock walls around him. At first, the tunnel seems empty and
Why is it that when it says do not enter, people are like, yeah, let's go in there?
quiet, until strange sounds suddenly begin echoing from somewhere deeper within the darkness ahead.
And moaning?
Every time he stops moving, the noises continue somewhere beyond the reach of his light, impossible to clearly identify. The deeper he pushes into the cave, the more unsettling the atmosphere becomes, as if something else is moving through the tunnels with him.
What the hell is that?
Sounds like the cave is breathing.
The footage begins deep inside a hidden cave system while several men move through the darkness with flashlights and recording equipment. At first, it looks like nothing more than an illegal excavation, until they suddenly uncover something that completely changes the atmosphere underground.
That alien is dead. If it's real. Or it looks like a paper mache.
Resting within the cave is a strange blue figure with an appearance unlike anything normally associated with ancient remains. The longer the camera stays focused on it, the more unsettling the discovery becomes, leaving the people recording visibly shaken by what they exposed.
Well, I can tell you guys there is more out there that we have still not discovered, whether it be in the water, whether it be in the sky, whether it be in the caves. There's more things that we just don't know, and I'm not finding them out. Hopefully you guys don't go wandering in some caves and so forth, but if you do, be safe, take care, and for all those that are watching, I thank you guys for being here as well. Don't forget to comment your thoughts down below on each and every clip, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, God bless, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.